just describe to us what's happening right now. We know you're a county commissioner, and this is happening in Marion. Tell us what's happening with the water.
Well, the city of Marion's water well has collapsed and it's broken, and it needs to be replaced. That reduced the amount of water. They only have one well working, and that reduced the amount of water that was being able to pump into the tank to service the entire city. The well went down before Christmas. People have been without water, clean, fresh drinking water for some time. We decided that as a county, we were responsible for the citizens. After the city did not give out bottled water or make any accommodations for the customers, it was incumbent upon the county commission to step in and try to mitigate the problem with a good Samaritan gesture. This is not a county government problem. This is a city government problem, but we all in it together. Residents in Marion have to have someone to care about them, and we do. And the county commission acted quickly when I suggested that we purchase bottled water for the drink. We were able to get that out to the citizens, and today, thank God, the city of Marion decided to do the same thing. We did it on Tuesday and Wednesday, and they picked up today, Thursday, and we have scheduled a distribution on Saturday. And we've gotten the community, Black Belt Community Foundation to team with the county commission, and we'll have another water disbursement on Saturday.
Can you tell me how much water you all have handed out?
We did 15 pallets on between Tuesday and Wednesday. The city did 22 pallets today. We'll have another 10 pallets for tomorrow. We were able to get the city of Tuscaloosa to get us 2 large containers, 600 gallons of water, that the citizens were able to fill containers with for personal use as well as drinking use. So we're thankful to Mayor Maddox and the city of Tuscaloosa for stepping in when we call, just as we're thankful for the Black Belt Community Foundation for stepping in when I made the call to them to assist the citizens of Marion.
Do you know how much water you will be able to hand out on Saturday?
We're going to hand out all 10 pallets of water, and there's 72 cases of water, so that's right at 720 cases of water that will be handed out, and 24 bottles of water in each case. So it's going to be quite a bit of water that we're handing out on Monday. The city did notify us that the part had been located, the new motor has been located, and it should be in to Marion by Friday. If it's not, the county commission has moved forward with turning the meters from the county wells to the city. So with just a twist of a button, we will be able to furnish water. Right now, water being cut off at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night and not coming back on until 5, 6, 7 in the morning. Then you got to run water to get the sediment out of it. The water is brown and discolored. People can't drink it. People can't use it. ADEM has notified me that they've advised a boil water notice, but the city has yet to notify the citizens of the boil water notice. So we got the problem with the school system not being able to go to school because they don't have water at home, don't have water at school, can't feed the kids at school. Now they're at home on virtual, and we all know that virtual is not the best learning tool for our kids.
You good? Okay. You sound critical of the city of Marion. Why didn't they do something sooner?
Well, the system is old. The city of Marion has been notified by EDM that funding through Hopper and the legislative bill is available to them. But the city has yet to file a complete application, certified audits that's needed to access this money to begin repairs. There's some miscommunication on what is needed for them to access this money, and it's a certified audit. You can do an audit, but if the auditor don't certify it, it's no good. So that is what's missing with their package in Montgomery that ADM has, and by federal law, they just can't give them any money.
So the reason the application to ADM is not complete is because an audit hasn't been certified.
That's one of the reasons.
Tell me the others.
The other reason, you got to have a design. You got to have it already bidded out. You got to have it ready to go, and it's not. And they have not done what they needed to do to be in place. The county is getting the same $1.6 million. We've done our audit. We've submitted it. We're waiting right now on our notice to proceed. You can't get reimbursed. You can't get money from the federal government or the state government unless you have a notice to proceed. The city does not have a notice to proceed on their rehabilitation of the plant. And whereas the county has moved forward and gotten everything in place for us to receive our $1.6 million.
Why hasn't Marion done what they needed to do?
Well, that's a question that you have to ask Marion's mayor and city council. They've made an attempt to do what they need to do, but that attempt has been spoiled because for some reason the audits that they've submitted, even ADM gave them $100,000 to finish up their audits, and they still hadn't done them. So I don't know what it is that's preventing them from producing a certified audit to them, producing plans to ADM from a registered engineer. I'm hopeful that they have all those things in place. But until then, the county is ready to turn the valve. We should not have to be going through this. It should not be a situation where the citizens of Marion does not have water, because the county is ready and able to supply them with drinking water that's clean, that is fresh. But for some reason, they rather wait for a motor to come in than to turn the valve to allow the water to come into the citizens' homes.
Why is that?
Again, you can lead the horse to the well, but you just can't make him drink. And I've led them to the well. The county has done all they could do. We've given bottled water. We're still giving bottled water. We've given water for usage. We're willing to participate with them and sell the water to them at a reduced cost so they can resell it to the citizens of Selma at a reduced cost. Of Marion. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating because I'm a resident of Marion. I have an 87-year-old mother that's a resident of Marion. And when you can't go to the bathroom at night and you're 87 years old because you can't flush, that's a health hazard. We have a plant that's threatening to leave. We have a dialysis center that's threatening to close. This could be catastrophic. And if we do not, as a government, come together to move forward on this, we will have a ghost town in a matter of weeks.
You kind of touched on this a little bit, but who's paying for the consequences?
The citizens. The citizens of Marion are paying for this. The citizens of Marion, are suffering for a lack of, vision and compassion from their own government. I can't understand why we're going through this when there's a solution, a long-term solution. And whatever situation they are in at the city of Marion, somebody should stand up and say, look, let's join on with the county government, let's provide the water, let's keep our city moving. That has not happened. We're ready. Before I let Tech Pack leave and that dialysis center close, I will cut the water on myself and force it through the lines. And we're not gonna be defeated by by this situation.
Is it really that easy? Is it really just you can supply the city of Marion with water to last?
We can supply the city of Marion with all the water as well as the county with all the water it needs without any compromising to the quality or the pressure that comes from that particular water. We have 4 water wells that are pumping at maximum capacity. So the issue of us having enough water to supply the citizens of Perry County, both Marion and the rural parts of the county that's on our water system, is not an issue.
Should the city of Marion join the county water system permanently?
It can if they would like to. We're not advocating a takeover, but if you're becoming negligent in your duty as a government, someone will have to step in and go to court, and we don't want that. What we want to do is to be a helping hand. We're not asking Marion to fork over their water system. We are asking Marion, y'all need help, we are here. If you're going to take it, fine. If not, the people are going to suffer, and the people are suffering right now.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else I didn't ask that you wanted to mention?
No. I think we talked about the schools. School cannot reconvene. The county is supplying the school system with portable water so that they can cook for the kids. But if the kids can't bathe in the morning to go to school, and with COVID on the rise, we still may have a health hazard. So the superintendent is looking at that before she brings those kids back to school. So hopefully this motor gets in. Hopefully that they can install it. And even at best case, if the motor gets in on Friday, it'll be next Thursday before it be at a regular running capacity with the tanks filled. But we're thankful for those parties who have joined in with a team effort to try to make this thing work in such difficult circumstances. And
residents also seem confused. They weren't notified that there may have been a problem with the water. Some people don't know if there's a boil water notice.
But nobody knows there's a boil water notice until yesterday when ADM sent it over to media. When the media got it, they advertised that they had advised of a boil water notice. The city is trying to say that ADM has to call for a boil water notice. ADM saying the city has to call for a boil water notice. The health department is saying it's up to the city to call the boil water notice. So it means, to me, it's the city's job to call the boil water notice, and they hadn't done it. So when you have people that's going to get sick, either through skin rash, through intestinal, whatever, it's going to be a liability of the city. But I just can't fathom them being that negligent in this situation. They know the water is not what it ought to be to drink. When you shut water off for a period of time and then cut it back on, settling in that pipe and those old iron pipes, it's just not good water to drink, period.
My last question for you, we've done several stories on this, it seems like year after year. What will it take for a real permanent solution to be found? What needs to happen?
What's going to happen on March 5th needs to happen sooner than the 25. That's what really needs to happen.
Explain that.
We got to wait on the election. And once you have an election, that allows the people to express their satisfaction or dissatisfaction about how things are going. And right now, everywhere I go, my phone rings from the time I get up to the time I go to bed, and then while I'm in the bed, I need water. What are we going to do with this water? I need help. And this is, we don't have the jurisdiction. And if we force water, we probably go to court, but I'm willing to go to court to make sure that people in Perry County, Marion, have clean, safe drinking water. If this thing, they passed a resolution that has very low promise if we need it, we'll call the county commission and get water. While we're suffering now, why do people not have running water after 9 o'clock in their homes? They paying their bills. There won't be an adjustment on anybody's bill. Everybody got to still pay the same water bill, but we hadn't been able to use water. So now we at a situation that asking, really, why are we going through this when there's a permanent solution?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.